Dun, dun. Hey guys, so as you know already or seen, I don't have any audio on this because my mic did not turn on. But anyways, Lasfit got in contact with me and they sent out these liners, and the whole thing was to do a kind of a review for my RAV4, for my RAV4 pages, Instagram, Facebook groups and stuff like that. But I no longer have a RAV4. I now have a 2024 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy, and these vehicles are a little bit expensive. You know, they run into the high 50s. So if you want to spend money on a car and then you want to keep it nice, looking clean, remember, carpet likes to keep and retain scents like smells and dirt and stuff like that. I think this Lasfit liners are a good investment, not only for, you know, resale value, but if you're going to keep the car in the long run, you know, you're going to be, one, easier to clean, and two, it's not going to stink. So when you have people go into your car, they're not going to be like, wow, it smells like rotten milk, you know, like if you have kids. And I did have a 2021 TRD Pro that I bought a couple of years ago, and as soon as I got this car, it did come with all weather floor mats. I went ahead and purchased other weather floor mats because I wanted to retain that value of that vehicle. All right, and especially since I was going to go off-roading with this thing, and I did go off-roading with it, and it was fun, and I didn't have to worry. Just starting off, these have kind of like a hook and loop on the back, and these are the ones that go in the trunk. So this is going to secure it to the carpet on the car. So far, I think this is a good design. Another thing that I was told was to leave them out in the sun. That way they would mold back to their proper form since they were stored in a box. And you can see this one has like a curve to it. Now, what ended up happening was, you'll see if you stay around to the end of the video, that most of them did go back. As you can see right here with this one, I push it down and it goes back to its form. I did leave them out there for around 45 minutes, but some of them did not go back. Like for example, this right here, this one goes on the second row, and this one did not fully go back to its normal form. So that's something that probably Lasfit, I mean, they probably don't have any control over it. They do have to, you know, go down on shipping costs, and they can't send it on a bigger box. But that's something to be mindful of. I might have to persuade that with the heat gun. And now we're going to move to the front seat. Now, my car is dirty. Like, I haven't cleaned it in a while. So there's going to be some particles. Now, the thing with carpet is that carpet, like, you could vacuum it, but these bigger pieces are the only ones that are probably going to come out. There's still going to be like microscopic dirt in there. So, and then you see where it says Palisade, that's probably going to be dirty because of dirt, mud, or whatever. Look at that area. That's where you rest your feet. More than likely, in the long run, if you keep your carpet floor mats, that's going to create a dent there, and you're going to have a hole. So upgrading your floor mats now will save you some troubles in the future. So other than cleaning, it will help also with the smell of the car, since the stench is going to stay in the carpet. And another thing to just keep in mind is that your car has various filters, one for the engine, another for the oil, another for the cabin. But the biggest filter that nobody changes is the carpet. The carpet keeps every single particle that you drop on it. Doesn't matter if you deep wash it, clean it, steam it, or whatever. That carpet is going to keep some trace of something. Especially here where it says Palisade, like you could pressure wash that and eventually it will come out, but it won't be as clean as new. Now, these floor mats do come with those hooks, so that way it doesn't go into your brake or your gas pedal, and they do cover a lot, as you can see, and they do have their Lasfit branding on there. It's nice and rubberish. It does feel quality. It doesn't feel cheap. But yeah, I mean, they do the job. I like the design. It doesn't look too out there, and they do go really far up in the well. That way, if you do rest your boot or your shoe there, it's not going to get that carpet side dirty. So I just noticed that I was recording and the mic was not turned on, so everything is going to have to be voiced over. Anyways, this is what I'm talking about. You can see I'm going max blast right here. That floor mat, that rubber floor mat, is going to do a better job than this, 100%. Now, I'm not saying that these don't do their job, because look at how this looks. And I've had this car for a year, but the rubber should work better. I mean, these do have kind of like a rubber bottom to it. We'll see. Now, this is the carpet prior to installing. So as you can see, it's clean, and you're gonna keep it as clean, better than that. And here's my doggy. She's having fun in the car. And yes, you might be saying, why are you letting a dog on top of your seats like that without a cover? They usually don't do that. I have them just laying around, the covers on the seats, so that way they don't scratch it. But she's having fun. Look at her, so cute. And look at my other Dash. He's just having fun there in the carpet, and I'm not worried because the carpet's not gonna get dirty. And if he pees or poops, I can clean it up super easy. Look at that. They're enjoying that new carpet. But if you could see right here, if you have the reclining back seats, like the third row, at first I thought it was going to be easy, it was going to work because of this right here. Like, they're not together, they're not touching each other when you have them sitting up, unless I'm missing something. But that's how they go. So I don't think they're supposed to do that. Well, I want to keep trying to figure out this problem, and then if I figure a solution, I'll let you guys know. All right, and here's the back of my car. No, it's not as dirty, but you see like those edges, those corners right there, those little crevices right there. And again, you could clean this as much as you want. This carpet is going to hold some of that dirt. And mostly what's going to happen is it's going to smell, because carpet likes to keep smells, stench. So a rubber floor mat is going to fix that for you, because you're going to be able to clean it easier. All right, so here's how the third row seats are going to look. They have their branding right there. It does have kind of like these little spikes, so they will like stay fit on there. This is good. Like, if you have a family of like 5 and they're all just jumping in and out of the car, getting it all dirty, easier to clean. And then for the second row, I managed to put it on there. I left it out there for quite a bit, and those bends didn't go out. I saved like 45 minutes or so on direct sunlight, and it didn't really do much. But I was able to put the flow liners on there, and they do have those secure hooks right there, so the flow liner won't go forward or back or move around. And this right here kind of overlaps over it, so let's say somebody spills something, it would just go straight down there. I think that's pretty cool design, especially since kids will be sitting here and they'll spill like their little milk bottle or whatever, and it could just like run down to the other floor mat instead of to the carpet. I really haven't done this side yet. This side is the dirtiest one, and my wife, she sits here all the time, and yeah, you can see how dirty it is. So I'm going to clean it up, put the other one on there, hairs. I don't know how she's not bald with all the hair she leaves around here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and then put the other floor mat, and then we'll do some tests. Alright, floor mat is installed. So now I'm gonna do is, it took me around 3 minutes to clean this up. So let's see how long it takes to clean up. Alright, I'm gonna start now. Alright, that took me what, like 35 seconds to do, and yeah. And that's the same dirt that took me 3 to 4 minutes to pick up with the carpet installed. Now, dirt is one thing, but I mean water, mud is another thing. So, would you do that with your carpet floor mats? I don't think so. So, here we go. Easy. If it was a carpet floor mat, you would have to let it stay out in the sun and dry out. Yeah. One thing I would like these to have, yeah, I know there's like some licensing issues and you have to ask for permission and whatever, but I would like to see like the car's name here. For example, like have Palisade right here, but I think that would be more expensive than anything. So actually, like, I was thinking of purchasing like super cheap ones on Amazon, but you know, I was not, you know, kind of convinced on the quality. This quality seems fine for me. For the price, I think it's fine. And you know, you get the whole kit. You get the front row, second row, third row, and the actual trunk. So, and the trunk is split, and I managed to find a way to have it work for me. I would just pull this up and then recline the seat manually, and then let it go back down, and it will flap over the other trunk part. But guys, there you have it. You see, like, have it say this right here. That would be freaking cool. Or have this in a different color, like, I don't know, like white, red. That'll be cool. But it doesn't take away from the actual, you know, look of the car either. So yeah, you have carpet and it looks better, it looks fancier, but this doesn't take away from that anyways. And you're going to protect your investment in the long run. That's what matters. So I got a story that I'm going to tell you guys here real quick. A while back, I had my what was it, Highlander. It was a limited Highlander, and it had all weather or weatherproof floor mats. I won't say the brand, but you might know what it is. And when I went to trade it in, the actual manager came back and told me, "Thank you for using all weather floor mats on this car since new, because that helps resale value." And I don't know, I mean, people say this a lot, but like hearing it from the actual manager for my trade-in, it actually increased the value of the car, because the actual floor mat, the actual carpet in the car looked like if it was new, like if it was not used. And I used that car, So just letting you guys know, it is a great investment. So don't think about it, just do it. And thank you, Lasfit, for sponsoring this video. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.